the way it's supposed to work. But we can change that. We can change that on the fly if we have to, and if something happens, and if there was some kind of giant breaking news event, we would deal with that whole concept differently, and the Senate Judiciary Committee can do exactly the same thing. And that is what they did with Anita Hill when the confirmation hearing was over. Clarence Thomas's hearing was over, and it was reopened because of this dramatic new information. And Orrin Hatch is pretending tonight that there's some kind of schedule, there's some kind of thing that prevents them from reopening any of this on the Senate Judiciary Committee, and that is simply not true. There's no time limit. They could take the rest of the year if they wanted to, but you're going to hear a lot of that about, it's over and time's up, and time is never up on the confirmation process.
And, with Professor Anita Hill personally weighing in on this today, saying that she has personally experienced what happens when these things get weaponized against the accuser, and there ought to be a way for people to approach the Senate when they have personal information that is relevant to an important nominee. That still has not been fixed since her time there. It's an incredibly important point that you're making. One precedent that was set by her allegations against Clarence Thomas, which, again, she never expected to become public either. She never expected to have her name associated with those allegations, but she made them. It reopened the confirmation process, and it played out the way it did. That is the closest thing we've got to a precedent here. I don't know what Republicans are going to try to do, but I think they're going to be a little bit towed along on this story by the fact that this story is going to continue to develop over the next few days.
It may be all up to Susan Collins what they do next. What might she demand from her own party or Lisa Murkowski? But Rachel, we're going to begin tonight with the Paul Manafort plea agreement, and it's the agreement part, the agreement of what Paul Manafort will deliver for his